Good morning, student. In this lecture, in the chapter number 8, that is journal proper, we will be doing some number 6, which is based on that special transactions not recorded in other subsidiary books and adjustment entry. So our sum number 6, it is based on what? Special transactions and transaction of adjustment entries. Let us see the sum.
Transaction 1 gave goods of rupees 5,000 to Anath Ashram.
Gave goods of rupees 5,000 to Anath Ashram. Okay, so it is a special transaction where goods is going out other than sales, and we very well know when goods is going out other than sales, purchase account is credited. Okay, in chapter number 4, that is in journal, we have discussed about this, right? So no need to discuss it more. The purchase will be credited and the reason will be debited. Goods is going out for what? It is given in charity. So charity account, it is given to Anath Ashram, that is one kind of charity. So either charity account will be debited or donation account will be debited. Our entry will be donation account debit to purchase account. So here the entry is, first of all we will see the format. This is the format. And journal proper of Rakesh. We are making journal proper of Rakesh. Okay. So charity account debited. You can also write donation to purchase account 5,000 being goods given in charity to Anath Ashram.
Next transaction distributed goods of rupees 4,000 as free samples.
Friends, distributed goods of rupees 3,000 as free sample. Goods given as free sample. It is also outflow of goods other than sales. So it is again it will be credited to purchase account. Now reason will be debited. What is the reason? It is given as free sample. Free sample we give for the purpose of advertisement. So advertisement expense account will be debited and purchase account will be credited. The entry is advertisement expense account debited to purchase account being goods distributed for free sample and amount is 4,000 in both the columns.
Next transaction is withdrew goods of 8,000 from the business for personal use.
Withdrew goods of rupees 8,000 for personal use. What it is? It is a drawing and again outflow of goods other than sales. So it will be credited to purchase account and as it is a drawing will be debited to drawings account. So here it is drawings account debit to purchase account 8,000 being goods withdrawn from business for personal use. Next transaction.
Transaction 4 purchase furniture of rupees 3,000 by giving goods of rupees 2,800.
Friends, here goods is given and against that furniture is purchased. So again outflow of goods other than sales, purchase account will be credited and what else? Furniture comes in, so furniture account will be debited. Now the question is furniture is coming in for rupees 3,000 and goods is going out for rupees 2,800. So friends, keep in mind here we will have to take the price of goods only. Always when there is a transaction like this where barter system is there, means something you are giving and something you are receiving, right? So something in exchange of something you are getting, there you need to keep in mind you will be taking the value of the what is going out, means goods is going out, na? So here goods is going out of rupees 2,800 irrespective whether it is more or less. So forget it if anyone told you that less amount is taken or more amount is taken. No, you will be taking the amount of goods and that will be the amount of your transaction, and your transaction entry will be furniture account debit to purchase account. Once again I am telling you furniture comes in, so furniture account will be debited and goods is going out other than sales, so purchase account will be credited. Here it is furniture account debit to purchase account being furniture purchase against goods and amount is 2,800. Next transaction.
5 goods of rupees 7,000 were destroyed by fire for which insurance company accepted a claim of rupees 5,500.
Friends, goods destroyed by fire 7,000, insurance company accepted a claim of 5,500. That means there is a loss of rupees 1,500. Okay. Now 5500 becomes receivable from insurance company. It is not received yet. They have just accepted the claim. So rupees 5500 is receivable from insurance company. So it will be one kind of receivable to us. It will be one kind of asset to us. So insurance company account will be debited. Moreover, there is a loss of rupees 1500. So loss by fire account debited, and goods is going out. That means goods is destroyed. So it will be credited to purchase account. So entry will be insurance company account debit 5500, loss by fire account debit 1500, to purchase account 7000, being goods destroyed by fire rupees 7000, and insurance company accepted claim of rupees 5500.
Next transaction number 6. An amount of rupees 2000 receivable from Nirali which cannot be received now.
Rupees 2000 receivable from Nirali cannot be received now. That is what, when an amount becomes irrecoverable, it is written off as bad debts. We know this. So bad debts, it is a loss of business which is considered as an expense. When we record it is considered as an expense, or you can also consider it as a loss. So we know, as per nominal account rule, debit all expenses and losses. So bad debts account will be debited. Now we are not going to get this money from Nirali in future, so we need to return off her account from the books. So her account we will have to credit. So here it is, bad debts account debit 2000 to Nirali account 2000, being bad debts from Nirali. Okay, next entry.
Number 7. Write off depreciation on machinery rupees 800.
Friends, depreciation on machinery, it is also a loss of asset which is considered as an expense. So here depreciation, which is a loss of asset, will be considered as an expense, so it will be debited. Secondly, the value of machinery we are bringing down in our books of account. So machinery account, as it is an asset, its value we have to write off, we have to reduce the value of machinery in books of account. So we will be crediting the machinery account. So the entry will be depreciation account debit to machinery account 800, being depreciation on machinery is written off. Next and last entry.
Transaction number 8. Salary for the month of March is unpaid rupees 7800.
Salary is an expense, unpaid salary is a liability. Now salary normally we record when we pay. Okay, here we are not paying, but transaction is given that salary of month March rupees 7800 is outstanding. That means we need to convert this salary to unpaid salary. Okay, as it is unpaid, right? From the expense we need to convert it to the liability, right? So when we need to convert any expense to the unpaid expense, entry becomes expense account debit to unpaid expense. Expense we have to debit and it will be converted in liability, so liability account is credit. Here the example is of salary, so salary to outstanding or unpaid salary. Suppose it is rent, then rent account debit to outstanding or unpaid rent account. Any expense which we need to convert in outstanding expense, what we will do, expense account debit to outstanding or unpaid expense account. So here our entry will be salary account debit to unpaid salary account. Here it is salary account debit 7800 to unpaid salary account 7800, being adjustment entry for unpaid salary rupees 7800. Instead of unpaid salary, you can also write outstanding salary. So here our sum number 6 comes to an end. We will be making total of both the side. When I make total of both the side of debit and credit side, both the sides of journal, I get 36,600 both places. So here the total is 36,600. Next lecture we will be doing sum number 7. Thank you.